Hey, man.
Say, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
I say what it do, man. It's your boy, No Cup Shorty right here, man. Your boy Q Smith and always your boy.
Always it's your boy, B.
Hey, man. You all right?
I'm still hyped up. Y'all ain't see me down there?
You were down there?
Down there.
You closing the pool.
Yeah, but jumped across, swam.
I say the pool, the river.
Swam.
Off the boat.
Into the river.
Michael Phelps.
Got about that thing.
Black Phelps.
Wrung my shoes out. Couple on. Hit them. Bow, bow, bow. Jump back in the water. Back on the boat. Finish my dunk.
Like nothing ever happened.
Like nothing ever happened. I was on a date, as a matter of fact.
And you went to clock out.
Clocked and clinked.
And he still didn't move his boat. Still didn't move his boat. Clapping his hand, he's like, he's clapping his hand.
The story starts off as one of the big river boats was coming in to dock. Now this is a river boat full of people. It's just finished its little journey through the river, the little cruise now.
They went on a little tour.
And it's coming back. All right, so this pontoon boat with the white people is parked right where the river boat needs to dock.
Exactly.
So the captain, I actually heard a radio station interview with the captain of that riverboat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said, that he got on his little horn. Mm-hmm. He asked them to move it. They flipped them off. He asked them about 5 times to, hey, move your boat. I need to get in right here.
Yeah, I need to park.
They refused. So he asked one of his, what they call them, like I want to say stagehand, but not, dock worker. He asked one of the dock workers, hey, will you go and move that boat for him? Because, they can move. They know how to move a boat even without the keys, right? Mm-hmm. So the dock worker goes up. That's the black gentleman we see. He goes up. He's trying to just move the boat so the big boat can come in apart. Mm-hmm. And then we pick up when the white people come back down and they attack.
Let's break down entitlement, how white folks feel entitled. This, if you go to any corporate job, it doesn't even have to be the biggest corporation of them all. We all know about those parking spots, and those parking spots are labeled. This is for the CEO. This is for the principal. This is for the system. This is where we park.
And typically in situations like that, you have public parking areas, especially when you have something like that riverboat who needs to dock in a certain spot so they can get the customers off. So normally there's for instance, you're not going to go to Mobile and park where Carnival Cruise park their ship.
Exactly.
You're just not going to do that.
But white folks feel like they can.
But yeah, so that's where the brawl. Well, nope. So the one guy jumped out and had a problem, and I think if he didn't react the way he did,
which one?
The one white guy that attacked the black guy first.
Okay.
If he didn't react the way he did, it never would have been an issue.
Of course.
But
because for every action, there's a reaction.
Because he jumped up, I guess he had a Red Bull that day or Mountain Dew. He was all hyped up on something. Probably a little cocaine.
Coke, I finna say
pure
coke.
Cocaine.
Yeah, pure coke.
Because he jumped out the way he did. That action
led to a reaction.
And so, and it's just like any other situation, right? if we out in public, whether Q Smith is at fault or not, if I see Q Smith getting paws laid on him, I'm jumping.
What?
So that's what the white guy friends did. They was like,
oh, they brawling. So I'm about to join.
I'm about to join in.
Yeah.
So they join in. Now they're jumping the guy. And then my black people is like our ancestors came down from heaven themselves, tapped us on our shoulder, and said, "Baby, go forth and whoop butt." And they jumped in. And it was a brawl from there. So, very entertaining. If you have not seen the whole video, do yourself a favor. Because when Aquaman jumped in the water, that was the Twitter name for him. Aquaman. When Aquaman jumped in the water, swam across, jumped out, started whipping butt. And then when Stone Cold Steve Austin grabbed the chair and just started swinging that thing.
Man. Cool. Did you see how many folding chairs got sold, like stoves sold out of folding? Why is everybody coming here buying folding chairs?
But I don't advise any people with folding chairs. People, I mean, look, it was entertaining. It was funny. Number one, it was also dangerous, and number two, you can end up in prison by doing that. That is definitely not what you want to do in a fight.
Like, the folding chair?
Yeah. If you trying to avoid prison time, I mean. Because he just as easily could have got hit with assault and battery or assault with a weapon or
a deadly weapon. Because the way my boy was working that motherfucker.
Yeah, and so whereas everybody else got held for 24, 48 hours and released, my boy could have been in that thing for like 4 to 8 years. So
did you see the white boy, bro? Did you? It's a part of this video. Cause did you see after they got? I'm talking about the brakes beat off on. The black people start joining in and focusing on this because we already took care of them white. We didn't focus on these white. Bro, the white boys came and tried to sneak attack. They were walking and they was like, they thought they finna. And then the ancestors spoke to the spirit. And them black boys turned around.
And that was it.
In the midst of time.
That was it.
Them folk put that motherfucker in reverse. One white boy jumped in the water on purpose.
Really?
That bitch said, I'd rather drown to get my ass.
How about when the boat finally did dock? Because the boat, after doing all this, they was able to get the pontoon out the way. The boat did dock. When them folks started getting off that boat, that black girl came in, started whipping that one white girl, beat her into the water, beat this girl into the water.
I seen it.
Yeah. I'm gonna be 100% with you. As entertaining as it was, as bad as it was, it was quite funny. Quite entertaining. I was a little proud.
I was very proud.
Proud of my state.
Proud of my city.
I'm proud of my city.
I'm
proud of my people. I'm proud. But you know what, though?
Race.
I heard somebody make a great point on a podcast, and I tend to agree with this. He said, guys, at the end of the day, this is the South. He was on a podcast in New York.
Okay.
And he's from Florida, so he has a better understanding of the dynamics of the South. He said, guys, this is the South. He said, whereas I do believe that, you know what I'm saying, okay, the fight was real, but I don't believe it was started over racial intentions. He said, so I guarantee you, if these folks are neighbors, they're going to be talking again in a couple of days. It's going to be like, hey, Jim, you old limp dick bastard. You know what I'm saying? And so he was like, you got to understand how the South works. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if they're in the same community, now there's a chance they live on opposite sides of town. One from the east side and the other one from west side. From the west, right? But if they live in the same community or in the same area, they'll be talking again. They'll be back okay because it wasn't started under racial pretenses. It wasn't like the white guy said, hey, boy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy like that. It was started from really just one guy trying to do his job, and the other guy probably just had too much cocaine and alcohol.
And felt entitled, like white folks mostly do. You did.
So, to all of those people who are currently being arrested,
mug shots are in.
We say salute to you.
Hey,
I salute them.
Hey, did you know that? I continue to do research. Did you know that the white folks from this brawl was technically on the run, meaning they had opened warrants, open cases
Before the brawl?
before the brawl.
Oh,
And
well,
guess
that's
what?
just not smart.
And guess what it was for?
Yep.
Assault.
Fight. Oh, so this is what they do.
They been looking for these folks.
This is what they
They
do.
been looking for these
They
white.
just fight. They're fighters.
They been looking for these white folks.
They're that family. I ain't gonna even go tonight, boy. The damn Pinkerton's gonna be there.
Yeah.
You know, all they do is fight. I ain't finna go fool with that tonight.
So if you've been locked up, you know, depending on where they got their charges at, probably somewhere in the sticks, the country. When they make bail in Montgomery County, MPD,
They're gonna transfer them straight on over.
man,
to
these
where
folk
they
got
go.
all kind of hoes for assault.
Yep, transfer them straight over.
Come pick them up. Maybe you thought you finna go home. Yeah, you finna go home. Yeah, all right. Yeah. But no, man, shout out to my people, man. That was crazy, dog. The internet went crazy, bro. The
internet went wild. It was literally like I started seeing it Sunday afternoon, and I was doing something Sunday. You know how you be places and you can't like play the audio. And it was like Riverboat Brawl, Montgomery, Alabama. I was just like, just a fight, right? I ain't paid no attention. Didn't even think to go back to it until I pulled up Twitter Sunday night, and it was like the number one thing trending. Like the number one thing trending was Riverboat, and like number 3 thing trending was Montgomery, Alabama. And I was just like, what in the world? And I really started diving into it, and I was just like, this is crazy.
It went down.
Yeah.
So Fat Joe, shout out to my boy Fat Joe, man. Fat Joe, you know, he do his little show. You feel me? The Fat Joe show, you know what I'm saying? Got to set up his phone, sit in his spot, and pop his stuff, right?
Right.
So he covered the story. One thing I cannot agree with Fat Joe, what he said, bro. And of course, you know, outside looking in, he just like we're Alabamians, you know what I'm saying? We from the South, you feel me? Cuz is from technically the East. We call it up top, you know what I'm saying? New York. He know the ins and outs. We from here where it went down. We know the ins and outs. Right. So my boy went on. I'm just putting you down, Fat Joe. My boy went on and he said, "Hey man, now people in Montgomery, Alabama might be surprised, but people in New York is not surprised because if we seen one of our brothers getting jumped on, one of our Latinos brothers, we would have did the same thing. Montgomery might be surprised on how they reacted." And I stopped there. I had to pause to see. And I told myself, I said, brother, if I had a chance to talk to you right then and there when you said what you said, I'm going to put you down. I'm going to put you in, I'm going to put you up, and I'm going to put you stuck. Montgomery, Alabama, where I was raised, I'm talking about raised, we wasn't surprised at all on what went down. The only thing Montgomery, Alabama was surprised that nobody was shot. I'm talking about dead. I'm talking about, man, everybody from Montgomery, Alabama, no matter where you live out in the world, cuz when we watched that clip, after the first swing, we was so surprised that we didn't hear fuck.
That's typically what you
hear. Man, fuck, and kept nigga in the water, dead. Fuck. That's what we were surprised.
But why do New Yorkers have this innate tick in them that they think they invent everything, right?
Oh.
So because, you know what I'm saying, turned into a big brawl and everybody helping everybody. Well, you know, in New York we do it first.
Yeah, man,
shut up. Nobody even ask you that. It's Montgomery, Alabama, the birthplace of the civil rights movement.
Yes, sir.
Come on, dog.
Yes, sir. This is what y'all learned up there that went down where we lived through. You feel me? What you mean, my boy?
New Yorkers get on my nerves. And if it was in New York, you know,
in New York,
in New York, we wouldn't have.
Hey, that boy, but T.I.K. But he try to play it smooth, but he feel like you. Oh, these New York niggas, man, they feel like they done did this, everything based off. Man, I just actually seen the podcast the other day, man. Shout out to my boy Beehive. Beehive TV, man. Had the boy Turk from Cash Money. Had the boy Parlay, shout out to Lay Franchise Boys, and they was talking about it. You feel me? And they went on to a different topic of discussion, and they was talking about hip hop, 50 years. I'm gonna ask you what you think. the way Lay broke it down, he was like, bro, okay, 50 years of hip hop. It's really a good strong 40 because the first 10 we was trying to figure it out. Good strong 40. And then he was like, out of them 40, 25 plus is the South.
Ran it.
They was like, and it goes back to New York.
They
don't want to give us
admit it.
How can you mention hip hop without mentioning bass music?
You can't.
Man, I can keep going. Twerk music. Even with the snap in the what? Man, I can keep going.
Dance music, trap music, chopped and screwed. All of that comes directly from the South, and they do not want to admit it. Now, New York, we're gonna tip our hat to you. You're the birthplace.
You're the birthplace.
You started.
We give it to you.
You started it.
But guess what? Y'all had break dancing down here. We had ticking. I'm talking about ticking era.
It's sometimes you can start. You can. Sometimes mothers have a baby, and then somebody else raise that baby.
It take a village,
and that's what happens.
It take a village.
It takes a village. New York had the baby, right?
But we were.
Hold on. After New York had it, the West Coast took it for a little bit.
They did. It take a village,
and they brought it up just a little bit. But then, Auntie from the South came and grabbed it.
Oh, I'm talking about.
And Auntie from the South started feeding that baby some
greens
and black-eyed peas.
What?
Got that baby good and fat, and she didn't want to let it go.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? What the South has done with hip hop cannot be
not mentioned.
Not mentioned. It has to be mentioned.
It has to be.
You're so correct. I mean, 50 years of hip hop. First 10 years was all New York. They were trying to figure it out, trying to figure out what this thing is that they had, right? Mm-hmm. For 25 of them 40, the South has dominated hip hop. Dominated, and I will argue with anybody who wants to argue about it.
What?
They have dominated hip hop. Now, sprinkled in, you had some New York thunder. You had some Midwest thunder. You know what I'm saying?
West Coast thunder.
Bad Boy had their little time, but I don't even categorize Bad Boy as all New York because everybody on Bad Boy was not from New York.
True, real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
Even as far as Death Row, everybody on Death Row wasn't for California. The biggest artist on Death Row was actually from New York.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? So the West Coast had they little zing with it.
Yeah.
But when that thing got the auntie in the South, boy, she wouldn't let it go. Don't argue with me, argue with your mama.
Bro, I'm talking about how can you not mention the Uncle Lutz? That actually, if you go back in history and know your history, in hip-hop history, if back then, we're in 2023, it's so beautiful. We got the streaming now. But back then, my boy, you had to actually go get a physical disc, a CD-ROM.
Started with the tape. I remember the cassette. I'm a little bit older than you.
It started with the tape.
I'm a little bit older than you. I remember the cassette. It started
with the tape.
My very first hip-hop album, Pastor Troy.
You talking about the cassette tape, right?
Mm-hmm. It was a cassette tape. It was Pastor Troy. Which one was it? I don't remember. But it was a Pastor Troy album. On cassette tape. So my brother girlfriend.
So check this out. It started there. That's like my boy putting it started there. However, when they graduated, back then when it was cassette tapes, the court, the legal system was not in. It wasn't the politics of it all. Cassette tapes. Oh yeah, you want to just put some on this little cassette tape and put it. We don't care. But when it actually started making money
with streaming, when
the CDs came out. Now, when the CDs came out, that's when you're
streaming and stuff started.
Look, check this out. When CDs came out, bro, Uncle Luke had to fight the judicial system by saying, "Hey, the words that I'm expressing on this CD, I have the right to speak." It's America. Ain't that First Amendment? What amendment that is? Mm-hmm. First Amendment, ain't it?
Right to free speech.
And guess what the politics, the government, all guess what they did, cuz? You can't say that. You can't say that. No, my boy Uncle Luke said First Amendment. Yes, I can say this. He's the reason why, if you go find any CD ever created, an album, the actual album, the CD with the album cover, the packet at the bottom left, what did it say on the bottom left? Parental advisor, PA. He went. If it went for Uncle Luke, he actually had to go to court for hip hop, go to court for rap, because he had to tell these folks, hey, I have the First Amendment right as a U.S. citizen to say what I want to say, and you can't tell me I don't. So it was Uncle Luke versus the whatever court he was, and that's the reason why they say you're right, Luke. You can say what you want to say. Therefore, when you see these come out,
you gotta have the parental
parental advisory
stick on the thing,
and that's the South. That's Uncle Luke. And that's 25 years plus of hip. How can you not mention the South? But we go into the court. Yeah, he go with the devil shit.
I gotta play devil's
advocate. He go with the
devils. Hip hop is a regional based thing, right? So if you grew up in the South for these past 25 years, you like, oh, the South dominated. You can't mention hip hop without mentioning Outkast, without mentioning Tip, without mentioning UGK. You gotta mention in Jeezy. You gotta throw in Future. You can't mention hip hop without mentioning these pioneers, especially like a Jermaine Dupri.
Mm-hmm.
That's regional. Mm-hmm. That's because we're here. This is what we heard. One of my favorite artists of all time is Pastor Troy. You ask somebody from Bronx,
New York,
about Pastor Troy, he can be like, "What church?" See what I'm saying? That's because that's a regional thing. Pastor Troy wasn't so mainstream. A lot of people don't even know about him. But you ask somebody in the South about Pastor Troy, oh, my boy Troy. Yeah, y'all know about Troy. Same thing if you go out to the West Coast. The artists out there, they be like, oh man, you got this person, that person, that person, this person, that person, Too Short, this person, that person. They even claim P.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And so
Master P.
It's a regional thing. So I say that, and I'll still have this conversation with anybody who want to come up on the show and argue with me about it. Mm-hmm. But I can see the point of it being a regional thing.
Yeah, because, I mean, it started off as a regional thing.
Right. So, but this cocky attitude of New Yorkers, like, they're the only ones that know real hip-hop, gets on my damn nerves.
You say it. Let it go. Release.
It gets on my nerve. You know what I'm saying?
But no, man, I agree with you. It is a regional thing, and that's another part of the interview. When I was watching the interview, that's what they say is like a regional base types. But it took the Uncle Luke's, it took the Andre 3000s, it took for us to become. I'm gonna play God advocate. I'm gonna play God advocate. It took Luke's and the Andre 3000s to do what they did, so we can go from region to another region to become global.
For sure. I mean, even when it come down to like producers,
bro, the South is like, bro, it's so crazy that they don't even want to give us our just due with the 50 years of hip hop. But it's so crazy, bro. Southern artists can go overseas. The guys that you mentioned right now, these folk don't speak a lick of English, but can say these boys rhymes
word for word, bar for bar.
From the South. And
it's broken English coming from the South. And they
still come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. The South got something to say. The South got something to say.
Three Stats said the South got something to say. And he ain't never like, that was what, 90 what?
Ooh, that's Source Award, 94, 5,
3, 4.
Andre Carlos. What it was?
So, I know it won 96. Had to be 94, 95.
94, 95. Source Award. West Coast.
That was when the South took over.
Yep.
And they ain't
let go.
So if you look at like 95, 2005, 2015, we had about 28 years now.
28. Damn, that's why my boy said 25 plus. Yep, 28. 28 out the 40. Out the 50.
So I feel like that's when the South started to take over.
Dang, no, that's so hard.
And that was at the height of the East Coast, West Coast beef. But meanwhile, something was buzzing down here. When nobody paying no attention.
You folk working, cooking up.
You had the whole Dungeon families down here working.
Man, what?
You had a whole
Kilo,
movement.
Man.
You had a whole movement in Houston.
Mojo.
Nobody was paying attention to. Nobody was paying attention to Houston.
At all.
Houston out there buzzing. Nobody messing with them.
Nobody, bro.
Man, come on, man.
Come on, man. Your Pimp C's, your Bun B's, Chop and Screw, Kiki,
forget about
La Kiki.
Swisher House as a whole.
Swisher House, man. Come on, man.
All them boys
bro, think about it. If you really think about it, look at the Texas movement. Come on, swing that thing to the right. Look at the Louisiana movement. Keep swinging. Sprinkle. Mississippi. Greats came from, born in. David Banner, we can keep going. Keep swinging that. Alabama. Riverboat. We got to keep swinging. Georgia, which is Black Hollywood. Atlanta. Keep swinging that. Florida. I don't even want to be. Man, swing,
South Carolina,
swing that thing to the south.
North Carolina,
swing that thing. Look, then we're gonna swing it. Tennessee,
Memphis,
Tennessee,
Memphis,
man, come on, man.
Can't deny it, dog.
Bro, I'm trying to figure out. Matter of fact, I got something for y'all. I got something for you. Who we talking about verses? Who want to see us in a verses? Think about this. You got your Rolling Louds and all these tours, right? What about a South tour? Well, everybody I just named states went on a tour.
We talked about this before, man.
We did?
I don't know if the episode came out yet.
Oh, okay, bet.
But I remember us having this discussion because I was explaining to somebody else.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But think about that, bro.
We
and think about all of the states that reside in the USA. Go get your state and your neighborhood state. Go get all y'all.
I ain't gonna
Who can y'all match?
I love Bama to death, but we out.
No, we out what?
Out of this hill battle. If it's state versus state.
No, I'm talking. What you talking about?
Out of this hill rap battle.
Rap? Oh boy, you sick. No, we're not.
We're out,
bro. Cause he old school.
We got some, but we don't match up, bro.
Bruh.
We don't match up.
He
dog.
old school, cuz. Right
you.
now, bro, it's 2023. Do you know what year it is?
Yeah, 2023.
Okay. Do you know what I just told you? We went from, you said cassette tapes. I said CDs, and we at streaming. If you ain't tapped in, my boy, I told you, I'm 2 Cup Shawty Q Smith Entertainment. Boy, Birmingham, Alabama with these artists. Montgomery, Alabama with these. Bruh, the new age, if you 18 to 22,
right.
Yes, sir.
Right.
But from your old, I understand what you saying, we out. But no, sir, we're in. My friend, listen.
If you talking about just whole body of work from your state.
Yes, bro. You know how many
whole body of work. That means the last 40 years of hip hop, your whole body of work from your state.
Exactly. So that
we're
means,
out.
No, we're not. No, because you know how many came through nigga, Dirty Boys was the first rappers from Alabama to go on the BET Awards, and we're in, my friend. That's one. You just talked about Pastor Troy. If you say that, Pastor, he come from that era. So if we brace off, we take
whole body of work from the whole 50 years of hip hop.
Exactly. So you have that's what I'm trying to tell you. When you take the Pastor Troys and their runs, guess who else was right there with, like right now? Your Lil Babies, your Future. Yeah, it's you got.
That's why I said whole body of work.
You got the Baby. You got these people are currently running cause back then we talking about the whole body of work. When it was Pastor Troy up the bout, and no folk don't know. Guess what? He had the Dirty Boys. And you had these so you're comparing it. I guess because we're in 2023 now. It sounds good, but back then, bro, this is all we had.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. So what I'm saying, if we take the United States, all 50, including Hawaii and Alaska,
Alaska.
I say Alaska. Take all 50.
Right.
And you divide them up, everybody separate, and you say, we're going to have a state by state battle. Which
No. Are you dividing
each state by itself?
No,
so that's where we're off.
Yeah,
okay.
that's yeah. No.
I'm dividing each state by itself.
No. I'm saying just like you got the Rolling Louds, you got all these international tours. If we, the South, together.
The South as a
whole.
Okay, I got
yes, sir.
I'm following you.
Yes, sir.
I got you.
Who can see us? Go get. Okay, listen, I just swung y'all folk. I swung y'all folk, and I swung. If you take, I got Texas, I got Louisiana, I got Mississippi, I got Alabama, I got Georgia, I got Florida, I got North Carolina, I got South Carolina, I got Tennessee. You just said 50 states, my boy. I just named how many? I got Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee. I got 9. I can do 10, my friend, only if you accept the 10th one. Can we throw Arkansas in there?
We could throw Arkansas in there. I'll raise you another one. Some people consider it South. Some people don't.
Go ahead.
Some people say St. Louis is South. I've heard that mentioned before. I have heard that mentioned before.
You
I ain't gonna even lie. I've heard somebody
You heard the
say
tri-state say there was a South.
St. Louis is South. I heard some people say
When
that.
them folks said, I look at the map, though.
I consider it Midwest myself.
Because when I look at
But
the map.
I've heard some people say St. Louis can be considered the South. Nah, no, we ain't got to count them.
We ain't got to count.
But
if we do count them, that's allowed. But put your 10 up, my friend. Put your lamb up, my friend. Okay, New York. Pop your shit. Oh, you think the whole New York can outdo these 10?
Well, if you count New York,
Chicago,
New Jersey. So if you going to just count that region, New York.
Also, this is our versus. My 10 versus New York,
Chicago, Philadelphia. Well, Pennsylvania would be the state.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania. Come on.
Damn, got those Michigan, you know.
Michigan, DC, Virginia, Chicago.
How many you got?
So,
All right.
Chicago, Ohio.
Ain't word. Not word. Not word.
Somebody came from Ohio.
Yeah, a lot of folk came, but not
Ohio.
word. Indiana.
Indiana.
Y'all need help at this point. You better add. Y'all need help at this point. You better add.
Hold on. Game changer because you just gave them to me.
Ooh.
St. Louis.
But St. Louis, my team and your team, my boy. What?
You just gave them back to me. Okay. You said you can have them.
Okay, all right, bet. All right. So you got 10?
That's 10.
All right. So 10 versus 10. Who gonna win, my friend?
That's
all
10.
right. So hold your 10 out. Keep your 10.
All right. I tell you what. We're gonna do some research, and the next episode, I'm gonna bring my roster.
Okay.
You bring your roster.
Okay.
And we're gonna compare them side by side.
Okay. Bet. Now look, when we bring our rosters, we're gonna go with. Now this is the game changer. We gonna bring our states, and we're gonna bring our artists from those states, and we're gonna keep it light, top 10. So be careful, my friend. This your homework. When you go home, I can have St. Louis. All right, my boy, give me 10. Yeah, give me Indiana. Yeah, give me 10. Yeah, give
no. 10 people from the state or just 10 songs?
10 top tier artists from the state.
Out of my whole 10 states?
10 each state.
10 each state? That don't make no sense.
5. I give you 5.
Because you ain't going to find 10 in Arkansas.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to struggle at. That's why I really want to. That's why that's what that's why I really say do include. Man. But okay, 5. We'll do 5. That's easy though, bro. 5 is too easy. And for the South, it's too easy.
Hold on. But it must be the state they popped in. Jeezy don't count for South Carolina. He counts for Atlanta.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Of course.
So it's got to be the state that they popped in.
Of course. Right? Of course. We're going to do 5. We'll do 5.
So even though
5 going to kill him. We'll do 5.
Even though J. Cole linked with Jay-Z,
he still me.
He counts.
Yeah, for me.
For you.
Cuz, what if we did all this and the first thing you did, because I'm a South African, we both are, but we playing the game. However, I told you to grab them other states, right? Why South and East right now? We mean the West.
The West side there.
Because it's only California. You think about it.
It ain't fair because if you split the West side, if you draw a line clean across America to where you split California, all of your action is south. There's nothing. Then nobody come out of Montana dropping
Wisconsin and
Oregon
and North Dakota and South Dakota.
And so all your talent is gonna be below that line in Southern California.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody even coming from Northern California.
Exactly.
Well, hold on.
Northern California. Hold on. Yeah.
Isn't
California.
The Bay, North Carolina.
I want us. Don't have me on this bid line. I do not know. Never been. Want to go, my friend?
Oakland and all of that. Is that Southern Cal?
I don't know, cause you got Oklahoma, you got Oakland, the Bay, L.A., you got San Fran. Man, it's so many. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I don't want to disrespect.
Right, man. I love the West.
I don't really know that much about it. But
I feel like California in this whole though, man. Like how we can include.
I tell you what, one of us adopt Cali, the other one adopt Texas, and we call it even.
Hold up, thug. Hold up. You gotta read the contract, the fine print. Hold up. You want me to give up Texas? My Texas on my team?
Texas you didn't count Texas.
I did count Texas. Nigga, I started out the highest score.
Okay, easy word. I get California then. We even.
Hold on, though.
So you get to pick up one more because I picked up one more.
Well, shit. Who else left?
Nigga, Oklahoma.
All right, fuck it. I'll take Canada then. Fuck the y'all. I got my drinks. I got my tours. Damn, that's where it stopped at.
I'm going to only think two.
Dude, that's it. Damn, that's hard though. I like that. All right.
Listen, hold on. Didn't Nikki originate out of Canada?
Nikki?
Or was she always out of New York?
I always learned New York. It wasn't. She went from New York. She's my research. Born, raised New York.
Oh, I'm
then came to Atlanta.
I forgot.
Odell.
I got Cardi. I got Nikki.
But you only do 5. You said you don't want to do 10.
Oh shoot!
So you better come with your bad 5.
I only do 5 because when I start getting down to like
Pennsylvania, you're gonna get a little hard, my boy.
No, it ain't. New Jersey.
Okay.
Wu-Tang Clan. Just that counts for everybody.
Wu-Tang Clan. Damn. So look, hold on. How we gonna do Cali again? So you gonna pick California?
If I pick up Cali, then
but that ain't right with what we talking about. Because we said South versus.
But Cali out there on his own.
It is, and we can't forget. We gonna let them be the judges.
Gonna let Cali
be the judges. We gonna let them be the judges. Cause if we can't, it don't make sense to what we're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, I picked my 10, and I was like, go find your 10, and you seen the first place you went, which is the original birthplace, and grabbed all the neighbors. You know what I'm saying? It's just unfortunate, California, and You feel me?
Okay, so homework. Go. We need a list of your top 25 artists combined from all 10 states. Is how I'm gonna say.
What, you did the math already?
Huh?
You did the math already?
Nah, I'm just saying, give me your top 25 from the region.
Oh, okay.
Your top 25 and how you rank them from the region. Then give me your top 10 songs. That'll be the easiest way to do it.
Okay, because I was saying top 5 from each state, and you just saying 25 throughout the whole team.
Throughout the whole team.
All right, 25 throughout the whole team.
And your top 10 songs.
And your top 10 songs. Okay, I like that.
And we'll compare them side by side.
Okay, I like that.
Cool beans?
Cool beans. Homework.
Bet on it.
Bet on who gonna win?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
We're gonna need a third party here to determine.
We do. We're gonna bring a guest in, man.
20 on it.
20. We'll do dub. Dang, bro, we really finna. Come on, South. Come on, South.
Let go of my hand. That hurt. Stop. All right, man. Moving on. What was I gonna talk about?
What you? He do that all.
When he do that all. Talk about it, people. We gotta talk about it. Cause we just mentioned this young man, now convicted assaulter, former rapper.
Oh shit.
Canada's own.
Oh shit.
Daystar Peterson.
T Savelle
has been sentenced to 10 years.
10 years, man.
In prison.
10 years.
What's your initial thoughts?
My initial thought is my boy is doing state time. He already been in that thing almost a year. State time, if you ever been locked up, you already know, on the street, on the show. Listen here, man. State time is not federal time. Therefore, it's not day to day. You did. State time, you do half the time. With that being said, with the holding time. So my boy already did like a year. State time, half of 10 is what, my friend?
5.
All right, I just did a year.
He gonna got like 4 left.
2, 3.5.
Out that thing.
Good behavior.
I just feel like this. I don't know. Don't really have a comment on it.
Man brought it up and said,
I just really don't like. Look, this process has drug out so
man, bro, we've been covering this.
I'm just kind of over it.
We've been covering it for years, bro. At this point, we've been covering it for years.
So I really, truly, now serious. No, all joking aside, I really hope Meg gets the help she needs from this, and she can continue on with her career. Cause I'm so afraid it's gonna happen. This is gonna become the highlight of her career, and her career won't get back on track.
Well, if you go back to the coverage, when we was covering, you saying this now, yes, all jokes aside, but the jokes are in, my friend. Because when it was at the heat of the moment, Lil Mama went on the run. So you talking about help now. She had help then. So what, you know what I'm saying?
So,
she been popping it when it was going on in the...
I hope Meg get the help she needs.
She been having it.
Mentally. and she's okay. She's good. I really hope she's good. Now she can put this behind her. And on the flip side, I hope Tory in his 4 years
3.5
of recollection.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the word I was looking for.
Reconcile.
He can mentally process what happened.
Mm-hmm.
He can identify what caused it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
He cannot let it repeat again.
Mm-hmm.
And when he get out, he can get his life back on track.
And now, see, this is the thing, bro. Yes, we can go with the verdict, which is guilty, but we all know, get caught, found guilty every day and do 25 years in a. We see, click on the TV, go through Instagram stroll. Guess who just got released after doing 20 years? Actually was innocent. So
True.
with that being said, shout out to both parties. We always say shout out to both parties, real talk, you know what I'm saying? All jokes aside, lie legit, we love everybody. B said some real stuff on behalf of Megan, but I'm gonna say some real stuff on behalf of Tory. Because in these cases where you find these men found guilty, even if he is, yes, what B said. But there's our instance where we see it. 25 years. This man never did it. Now the government trying to give him $2 million to pay him off for $3 million.
That's true.
That don't matter. And they mental health is in. So shout out to if true God, if you are innocent, my boy, I want to bring peace to you and your mental health and what's been stripped from. Because you got to look at that too, my boy.
Well. That's what I was saying. You know what I'm saying. I hope he can reconcile with everything that's going on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Again, we weren't there.
We wasn't.
I do know what the jury said.
Mm-hmm.
I know what the judges had said.
And what the verdict was.
I know what the verdict was.
Mm-hmm.
We were not there. So you're not finna hear me. I know you have a lot of people, especially once the verdict come out, they jump on and be like, yup, he did it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's apparently he did it. I still was not there. And juries do get it wrong sometimes. So I'm not just finna hop on and be like, yup, he did it. And I'm not finna stand up here and say, no, he didn't do it.
Exactly.
I'm just not finna do that.
Me
because
too.
I wasn't there.
Oh, I wasn't there.
But
so that's why we use the word allegedly.
I hope both parties can heal
Both.
from whatever
Whatever
the hell
happened.
happened.
Yep.
I hope both parties can find that
Yep.
healing and
Yep.
go on and have, because let's not forget,
Yep.
they're young.
Very.
And so they still got the rest of their lives
Yep.
to live. Tory has a son
Yep.
he have to raise. So
Yep.
let's hope he can
Yep.
straighten everything out
Yep.
and go on about his business.
And
you know
and
what
continue
I'm
to
saying?
have a great and successful,
Great and
beautiful
successful
life.
career. I
Man.
don't
Yep.
think it can happen in America anymore. But
I don't think Cook can come back to it,
I
but,
don't
but
think
at
so.
the same time.
Canada, though, you could have a successful life in Canada.
And overseas.
And overseas. You
International.
just can't come back to the States. But in Canada,
Ain't that crazy? Cook can't come back to the States, but doing time in the States.
doing time in the
Make
States.
it make sense.
But when he released, they're going to put that boy on the plane.
Out of there. Straight to Canada.
Straight to Canada. And they're going to drop him off in the middle of the mountain somewhere.
Dang.
With all the snow.
But you know what, though? Dang. I'm trying to think, though, what is he really missing, though? Because when he was...
Touring.
No,
Touring.
but I'm saying, though,
Touring.
what after we just played that, we playing our game we just came up with, think about all of those states and the verses we just did. Which ones he really did? What his run was? California, New York, Detroit, maybe.
Well,
Because I ain't never see Cub.
So
he
what-
probably performed in the South, but I ain't
so what's going to mess him up is
because that chicken circle, mother. Rich.
he can no longer tour in the States.
So he gonna miss out. That's what I'm saying.
And
What
number two, he can't collab in the States.
he can collab on the what? What
on,
you mean?
on the mic, but he
You
can't.
talking about in person?
link up
Yeah.
with
Oh,
artists.
I got a
Go-
special guest.
go-
He can't do
Yeah,
special
he
guest
can't-
performance.
he
Yeah.
can't, they can't be at
The Rolling Loud and the
and he can't just jump in a booth with Man and Fresh because he in there just chopping some stuff up. Like I heard Chris Brown telling the story about "Look at Me Now," the little song, and how it all took place. He was like they were literally he was in the studio with Nelly apparently
Literally, they're cooking up.
Busta Rhymes just walked through dapping everybody up, heard the little beat and heard Chris Brown flowing fast, and he was like, show you how to keep the dice rolling. He did it, and Chris Brown was like, "Hey, jump on the song."
Busta boy.
He was like, "Nelly, I appreciate you coming down. Have a good one, Bust. Get in that." And
Tight.
it all jumped off like that.
Okay.
So, so he won't have those interactions no more with nobody. So for Drake and
all the
often
Canadians.
is Drake in
Canada.
How often is he there?
He actually just posted some recently. probably about 2 weeks ago. He was like, had Canada as the backdrop. You know, it had the captions, his little words he was saying, man. He was just like, hey, I love y'all. I'm going to miss y'all. And a lot of more stuff. But he was like, hey, I'll see y'all again in October. They'll let you know.
He ain't coming back.
I said, what? You feel me?
He gone. So, yeah. So,
Yeah.
Tory going to miss out on all of that. But, hey, I mean, it happens.
It happens.
Well, no, hold on. It shouldn't happen. But when you go to prison, it happens.
It's
You
real
just,
time.
you know,
Real life. It's really
you
going
got
on.
to deal with the consequences of all of that.
Dang, man.
Shout out to both parties.
Shout out to both
And
parties.
shout out to Kelsey. Nobody ever think about Kelsey, man.
Kelsey have befriend.
Boy, she been drugged through the mud through this thing.
Yeah, she has, but she's befriended these people. Cause that goes to show a lot that went on that night. That would make. That's why it's so much. Yeah, we know the jury. Yeah, we know the verdict. It's still that mama from the South, like the South, fed them, and something ain't right, baby. That what you. Something ain't right, baby. That's how I think about this. Something ain't right.
Shout out to all the people that got drugged and this that literally had
Nothing to do with it.
Like Iggy Azalea. She got drugged in this thing. She literally had nothing to do with it.
Hey, let's shout out to the person that nobody ever talk about. The driver that seen it all.
That boy ain't telling us so.
I ain't seen shit. I didn't see it. Nothing.
During the trial, like he had went missing, they couldn't find him, right?
Yeah, cause I ain't got.
My boy said, he said, see nothing.
Speak nothing. I don't nothing.
And hey, shout out to Ack, cause Ack held the streets down during this whole trial.
Oh, he did. And shout out to Lila Legit. You know what I'm saying?
Lila Legit. We tried to cover it. I tried. Y'all, I tried my best to hire a correspondent to cover the story, but nobody wanted the job.
Man, we looking for people that's trying
I tried.
to work.
I did everything I could to try to hire a correspondent. We was gonna pay for you to go to LA, put you up in a room,
Yup.
go to the courthouse
Every day. Get
and
us bring us footage.
nobody wanted the job.
Dude, man, come on,
Hey.
man. What with your boys, man?
Hey,
What with your boys, man?
giving away money. Nobody want to take it.
We gonna get that, baby. We on the way. God.
Hey man, that's all I got.
Hey,
That's all I
man,
got.
where they can find you at, my boy?
Always find me on Twitter at that B-Dub guy.
You can always find your boy on Facebook, first name, last name. If you know the name, if you know, you know. You dig. Hey, Instagram, 2Cut Lit. You dig. Where can they find us? Live Legit.
Instagram live _ legit.
We got the board for help, man.
I tried.
Twitter, man, live _ legit. IG, live lit legit co.
And I gave it wrong.
It's
Yeah, my bad. I tried. I'm high. I ain't been drinking today. A lot.
Hey, man, another beautiful episode, man. We thank y'all. We love y'all. Hey, man, share.
Like, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when we drop a new show.
You feel me? And we want y'all from the TV to the studio. You feel me? On the side of this camera right here. We want you right here. We want the guests to pull up. Why? 3 reasons. We want to show the world who you are, what you do, and the third thing is just chime in and put your 2 cents in, my friend.
All right, dog.
All right, my wife. Been
about here, man.
Another one, man. Hey, it's your boys, Q Smith.
And B.
Live Legit. Beautiful episode. Hey, that's a wrap.